Right, breaking news coming out of Liverpool this morning. Our reporter Mark McAdam joins us now. So,
the right place. Today, we've got a massive one for you. Liverpool's injury and suspension list, player return dates, and the latest updates ahead of our Champions League showdown against Atletico Madrid. And trust me, this isn't just another preview. You'll want to stick with me right till the end, because we're going to cover every key detail, from Isak's highly anticipated debut, to Mac Allister's fitness concerns, to whether Curtis Jones will make it in time. Plus, I'll be sharing some tactical insight into how these injury updates could affect Arne Slot's approach on Wednesday night. So don't go anywhere. This is Anfield Vibes, and we're diving deep. The Reds are back under the Anfield lights in Europe, and there's no better way to start the Champions League group stage than against Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid. Now, we all remember how last season ended in Europe. A heartbreaking penalty shootout against PSG. Liverpool were knocked out, but not disgraced, and this year feels like the perfect chance to set the record straight. With our perfect domestic form so far, the Reds have momentum, belief, and a squad hungry to prove themselves on the European stage. But here's the big question. Who's available and who's not? Injuries and suspensions always play a huge role in these massive fixtures. So let's break down the key updates. Alexander Isak, the 125 million question first up. Alexander Isak, the new superstar signing. Fans were buzzing to see him make his debut against Burnley, but disappointment struck when he wasn't even named in the squad. That immediately sparked rumors. Was he injured? Was there a setback? But here's the truth. Isak wasn't risked. Arne Slot has hinted very strongly that Isak is in line to make his Liverpool debut against Atletico Madrid. Now, before we get too carried away, don't expect him to start. Slot is likely to introduce him gradually, probably off the bench, but even a 20-minute cameo from Isak could light up Anfield. Imagine the roar from the Kop when he steps onto the pitch for the first time in red. It's going to be electric. And here's where I want you, the fans, to get involved. Do you think Slot should throw Isak straight into the starting 11? Or should we ease him in with cameo appearances first? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. Alexis Mac Allister, precaution or problem? Next, Alexis Mac Allister. Sunday's game gave us all a scare when he was taken off at halftime after a heavy challenge. Some fans feared it was an ankle injury that could rule him out for weeks. But Arne Slot clarified that it was just precautionary, and thankfully there's no lasting damage. That's a huge relief because Mac Allister has been instrumental in Liverpool's midfield this season. His ability to control the tempo, break lines, and link up with Salah and Diaz has been vital. With Atletico Madrid being masters of shutting down spaces, having Mac Allister fit could be the difference between breaking them open or getting frustrated all night. So, breathe easy, Reds. Our Argentine magician should be ready for Wednesday. Curtis Jones, the uncertainty continues. Now, let's talk about Curtis Jones. The midfielder has been dealing with a knock since the Arsenal game before the international break, and unfortunately, he missed the Burnley win too. At this point, it looks very unlikely he'll feature against Atletico. It's frustrating, because Jones adds energy and creativity in midfield, and these are the kind of nights where his drive could have been crucial. But as of now, don't expect to see him in midweek. He's still working his way back. So, what does this all mean for Arne Slot and his lineup against Atletico? Here's how I see it. Salah will of course lead the attack. Fresh from scoring that ice-cold last-minute penalty against Burnley, Diaz and Nunez are expected to flank him, unless Isak gets thrown into the mix late on. Mac Allister should be back pulling the strings in midfield, alongside Szoboszlai and Endo or Gravenberch. At the back, the big guns, Van Dijk, Konate, Trent, and Robbo should all be ready, and of course, Alisson between the sticks. The squad looks strong, and with the Anfield crowd behind them, Liverpool will fancy their chances. But remember, Atletico Madrid aren't pushovers. They're physical, they're clever, and they'll try to slow the game down and frustrate the Reds. Simeone will have his team fired up, and this could turn into a tactical chess match. Now I want to hear from you, because Anfield Vibes is about you, the fans. Who do you think should start up front? Isak, Nunez, or stick with Jota? Do you trust Mac Allister to handle Atletico's physical midfield? And do you think Arne Slot has what it takes to outsmart Simeone in a Champions League night at Anfield? Drop your answers in the comments, and let's get the debate going. And don't forget, hit that like button if you're excited for Isak's debut, and smash subscribe so you don't miss any Liverpool news, transfer updates, or tactical breakdowns right here on Anfield Vibes. So there you have it, Liverpool's injury and suspension update ahead of Atletico Madrid. Isak, likely to debut off the bench.